What's going on, Joe fans? Mr. 1013 here with a new review. This time we're going to check out G.I. Joe Classified Series figure number 165, Snake Eyes, taken after the 1991 version, which was version 4. We got this guy announced a little while ago. Pre-order start coming in, and he is here. Just a few details about this figure. Again, this was based off the version 4 Snake Eyes, which I believe originally came out in 91. And comparing as I'm looking at the photos, just a couple differences. I mean, it's pretty much dead on to the classic figure that we had back then. The blues, not the blues. The blues are a little more dark royal versus like that real bright blue that they had originally. And then at the bottom, his shin guards were blue as well, versus being all black, which is pretty cool. I like it as I'm looking at the photo and comparing again. There are slight changes on the figure versus the original. Now, this again, a real solid figure, not too much to mess up on. Really clean paint apps on them. I'm loving the blue hues. The vest is pretty much dead on as well. Let's take a look at the goggles though, because this red paint is really clear on here. It's really nice. Got a nice little gloss on it. The blue around the head sculptor is really clean as well. All the lines are really good. The metal metallic silver paint with the details on the mask look very good. Going down to the vest. Vest is pretty simple, pretty clean, just that matte gray finish. Again, we got some texture right here, like a mesh texture under the vest. Pretty cool. I like this a lot. We have, I don't believe I believe it was the Ninja Stars or anything that was on his gauntlets, but we have some symbols down here. Not sure exactly what they mean. Could mean snake eyes. But that's some research. Are they the same on both sides? No, they're different on both sides. So there's that to note. If you know what these possibly mean, definitely drop them in the comments below. Going down more on the figure, we got that same matte gray on the belt. Matte black finish on the thighs, legs. We have that nice stripe down the side as well. Not too bright. Again, they muted the blues, and I think of course they always mention this in the reveals that when they do the figures, they like to tone down the colors because we know like the 80s and 90s, especially the 90s, you had those brighter colors on the figure. So just toning it down looks very good, even down to the details. We got the navy blue on the back, which I would suggest that's just basically paying homage to the original. We have it on the back and not on the front. So at the very bottom, we got on the soles, we have blue with a little red stripe right there. That's really clean. On here, I believe on the original figure as well, we didn't have the shuriken sheath down here. These are all molded on, so you can take them out. That would have been dope if you could. We have a gun holster on the side here. And that is pretty much it for your... Oh, we got a little paint app issue right here on the... We got some little black right here, but that's just something. Let's see if we can just scrape this off. Probably can, without trying to damage the actual plastic. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, it looked like you can. So, just be careful. Take a look out for that. This look like it just might be like 1 in a million defects or whatever. But other than that, very clean, very solid figure. You have all your articulation that you would usually have on your classified series figure. These are pinless. I don't see any pins on the joints at all. Drop down hips, twist at the thighs, bicep. Swivels, double jointed elbows, turn at the wrist. Got a little bit of movement under there with this vest. This vest is on here too, and I don't think you can remove it without having to cut it. But why would you? But who knows? Could be some secrets up under there. But yeah, solid figure, man. Real simple, real clean. It was there, and Snake Eyes are one of the Joes that always get all his classic versions, and we always get a lot of Snake Eyes in our series. So let's go to accessories real quick. We got the grappling hook is raveled around the string. I believe this was a part of a launcher too when it first came out. So we don't have the launcher this time, but we just got the grappling hook in a nylon rope. We also have the sword sheath that of course goes on his back, like so, and it's a nice little peg hole right there. Pop that in. like that. Either way, whichever you want to rotate it. And then for those, we have some nice detail on the paint on the swords as well. So we have two katanas, silver metallic paint, red hits on the blade, and I like that, man. And that's just again just a little A for effort. You know what I'm saying? That not just giving us a straight up silver and black paint app swords. We have some actual colors on them, and again black matte katana holsters as well. And then we have an SMG, and the suppressor does come off. It does go back on. Is the clip removable? Yes, clip is removable as well. And that's basically it with Snake Eyes. Again, just add those little black and red hits to the figure. On the box, you get your standard G.I. Joe Classified Series single figure box with the window on the side. You get a nice shot of Snake Eyes right there. Then on the back, you see it posed out katana. This is very dope pose as well. Just a couple close-ups and all his little icons down there. And that is about it for the box and everything. So again, based off the 1991 version, comparing to this one, perfect update to a classic figure, a classic Snake Eyes figure. Very solid, and let's see how well he stands up by himself. Pretty well, so you don't need any stands. I like throwing stands on mine, especially when I put them on like my shelf and things like that, just so they're just easier not to fall over. But this has pretty much been our review for G.I. Joe Snake Eyes figure number 165 in the Classified series. Thank you all for checking out the review, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.